Today's Tuesday morning. I got Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be 10 days away from home. Thursday, I'm back home again. I've been from the West Coast ocean to the Mississippi River, and I'm coming back. I started out this morning at midnight. I've been driving for, 5-6 hours now. And as I came from, was on the Nebraska borderline, Wyoming, Nebraska. Anyway, as I got in, turned on the truck and got it going, and I started rolling down the highway, and I turned the radio on. 18 Wheels and a Dozen Roses, the song by Kathy Mattea, came on the radio. And it just started triggering thoughts. I thought of my wife. Not only have I been out here, but she's been home for 10 days also. She's been alone. I've been out here alone. Not alone, but I mean, there's people around us, cars passing us by, driving by the house, She has the puppy dogs. I have no puppy dogs. Missy and Muffy. Home's a great place. It's really a great place. And it's even better when you have somebody that loves you, that's there waiting for you. Bevis, we got married going on 21 years ago. And I'm not going to say everything's been perfect, but it has, for a marriage, it takes a little while getting used to each other. Because we never knew each other at all. We never knew each other existed until one night that she had this feeling to come and ask me for a dance. That's where it all began. But as this song went, 18 Wheels, a Dozen Roses, he had 10 more minutes till his last run, and then they were going to buy a Winnebago and travel America. I just think it's interesting because my son and his daughters, he's got a new job. He's traveling from Louisiana, where he lives, to Montana to the new job. He bought himself or the family, a 40-foot camp trailer, and he's pulling it with his half-ton pickup. We've been talking back and forth. We tried to match up someplace. He came a different direction than I was running, but we couldn't make the timing work out. So I haven't seen him for 7 years. That would have been fantastic. But we was talking on the radio back and forth, and just about the old days, because he used to drive truck, and he was talking about being away from home, and he had 2 children. He was married when he was on the truck for 6 years. We were talking about how times have changed and how he's going to be lonesome for about 3 months because he's starting his new job. He's got to get his old job house sold, and his wife's staying there and taking care of these things. And it made me think of my wife. And I thought of, she stays home, she doesn't run around, she spends almost no money, this is fantastic. She budgets our money. We're both retired, so this is my second go-around, kind of like our second marriage go-around. And so a lot of this money's going right into savings that I'm producing right now. And there was a reason for it. I went back to driving after 9 years, and it wasn't easy to get back on the road after 9 years. But Thursday night, I've got to drop this load, then I got to go pick up a load, then I got to take it home. And so when I pull into the truck stop, which I have secure parking, so I'll park my truck or trailer in some secure parking, my wife, Bev, will be sitting there with the puppy dogs. And they'll have their own seats in the back seat. And they're going to be sitting there. And I'll get some pictures of that. they're sitting up in the back seat and I raised the back door, or she's already raised it so I can start taking stuff out of my truck, put it in there. It's just the love a person you have for each other, even though you're away from each other. And the love, the dedication, the honesty, the security you feel when you're apart. Excuse me. As I drive through the night and it's starting to get a little light outside, I just thinking of this. Another song on the radio, 18 or a dozen roses. No, I'm not going to get her a dozen roses. I won't be stopping anywhere where I can find a dozen roses. But last night as we was talking on the phone, she says, honey, the Clark County Fair is starting this weekend. She says, do you think we could go to the fair and spend a couple hours? And I thought, she said, I know you're tired, you've been on the road for a long time, and sleeping in a truck is not like sleeping at home. And especially sleeping by yourself is not like sleeping in a twin bed compared to sleeping in a king-size bed at home. And she knows that I get tired, not getting any younger. And I thought, yeah, that sounds good. Then she says, well, by the way, she says, the company sent you a $50 check for your birthday. Oh, that is fantastic. I says, we'll use that to buy the tickets and to buy some cotton candy. And I said, even though I might only eat a little bit of it, she says, I love cotton candy. She says, I'll eat it all. And I says, and we can each buy us a big hamburger. There's nothing better than a fair hamburger. All that dust and dirt from the fairgrounds and, it's just the atmosphere. I think the atmosphere soaks into the hamburger bun and the meat as they cook it. I think it just sucks it in. Because there's nothing better than a hamburger bought from a fair, especially if there's a rodeo going on. That even makes it better. All that good dirt, the smell of dirt in that hamburger. Yes, there's nothing better. There's no restaurant that can cook a hamburger like a stand at a rodeo or a fairgrounds. Anyway, love we have for each other. It's just, even though I've got like 3 days really before I get home, I'm invigorated. Yes. 3 days, and yes, I'm only going to have 3 days home, and then I'm back on it again. The truck here. It'll be another 10 days I'll be gone. But not this time, but the following time she's going to ride with me again. So she'll come out with 10 days, and the puppy dogs. It's just to have a great marriage, to have love, trust, financial stability, and just family, my children, her children, they're all grown, but they're still our children, and we talk. My son I was talking to, he's 46 years old. And when I talked to him, it's just like he was 10. Well, maybe not 10. How about 19, 20, 22? It's just, marriage is a great thing. There's a lot of people do versions of marriage and stuff, but I'm one that when I came back on the road, I chose to. I says I want my weekends off. Well, it turned out I can only have one weekend every other weekend because the runs take around 10 and sometimes 12 days to make. But the company gets me home so I can go to church on Sunday. And my wife says, hey, they're having linger longer Sunday. That's where after sack meeting, everybody brings a pot roast or a pot, not roast, but a pot something, some food, some dessert, something. Put it on a big old table, and there's about 150 in the ward, children and kids and everybody. we all sit down and we all sit and jabber and talk, you know, and that's great for me because I only get to church about once every 2 weeks, like twice a month, and it just feels good to be there with your wife, with your children, to go to church on Sunday and partake of the sacrament, those things that our Father in heaven wants us to do. I look forward to it. Part of my life. It's not an addition. It's not something I might want to do. It's something I do want to do. Anyway, I hope your lives are as great as mine. We have our ups and downs. You know, anytime you've got a man and a woman together, there's going to be ups and downs. Just don't think that your marriage is going to be perfect. When you start getting, the first time you get married, you think it's going to be perfect. Get it wrong. You are wrong. It's not going to be perfect. But you have to work out the differences. And I'm so grateful that Bev and I have worked on those differences. Coming from two different, different lifestyles. Anyway, I'm going to let go, and I hope each and every one of you have a great day, a great week, a great everything. And, you know, I think I'm going to make another video about how you can mess up a marriage really fast. You know, yeah, I think I will. How do you mess up a marriage real fast? I guess the biggest thing is infidelity, distrust, honesty. I think those are the easiest way to really mess up a marriage. But anyway, I got a lot of miles to cover today, and so you have a great day, and I'm going to. So I'll see you later, and I'm gone. You are looking through the windshield with Steve Allen. I get a little choked up, just a little, but it's great to be out here. See y'all later.